Welcome back, everybody. Derrick Soo, your East Oakland advocate. Well, today I took a trip down to the Oakland Chinatown to do some shopping. And I haven't been shopping down at Oakland Chinatown uh, on a monthly basis. A lot of things had come up, and then I had some issues with getting to and from, and so all of that's been resolved. But today it was really sad walking through there. More businesses have shut down in the Oakland Chinatown. In fact, I'm surprised that uh, it was not that many businesses open anymore in the Oakland Chinatown, and that's what's scary. And I went into some of the markets where you can buy the dry goods, canned goods, and jar goods. And I tell you what, compared to the 80s, 90s, and even the early 2000s, COVID has been devastating to the Oakland Chinatown. And then there's crime, the amount of crime that's up. It They did move out one of the big homeless encampments down there. They actually didn't move it. It's still there. It's just been heavily consolidated, and they installed an actual bathroom for the homeless over there at Madison Park, or um, the new name for the park, Wilma Chan Park. And so I thought that was pretty interesting because I don't remember seeing that porta potty down there. And probably some of you were saying, well, why do you have to go down to Oakland Chinatown? Well, there were certain things that you cannot get anywhere else, period, unless you go to a Chinatown or a specific type of Asian market like Ranch Market 99, and that's the alternative. And so as much as I like Ranch Market 99, I also despise Ranch Market 99 because they have put a lot of hurt on the Oakland Chinatown and the San Francisco Chinatowns. While they have expanded the product line for all the different ethnicities, the Asian ethnicities that shop at these types of markets, it's really hurt the Chinatowns, the established markets, and walking through there. One of the things that I'm going to start cooking, excuse me. One of the things I'm going to start cooking that is terribly expensive now. If you look on the Chinese menu, a simple chow mein dish is $14, $15 now, and that's ridiculous because I remember the days when it was $2, $2.50 for a heaping platter of beef chow mein or tomato beef chow mein, pork chow mein, chop suey chow mein, I mean, all the different types. And so down at the Oakland Chinatown is the original noodle factory that created the chow mein noodles. And so I bought 5 pounds. And 5 pounds is not a whole lot. That's probably about 5, maybe 6 platters of my favorite dish, one of my favorite dishes, and it's very simple to make. And so I'm actually going to be making a video with these noodles that you'll be seeing shortly. And then something else that I really like that you can't get that's really decent anywhere else. There are some DoorDash restaurants that do dim sum, but very few of them actually have the barbecue pork buns that I like, the baked ones. And so went to Wonder Food Bakery. My cousin was there just a couple days ago. In fact, he reminded his little uh, reminder, his little text and pictures that he sent out remind, oh yeah, that's what I've been missing. It's just right around the corner. There was another bakery that I had been buying for decades, and then COVID shut them down. And in fact, I remember starting to buy from this little dim sum and prepared food place, literally right on Webster Street, just around the corner, and they had the best barbecue pork baked buns, and they were only $1 back then, and then now today they're still not bad. And this Wonder is a very good resource. Outside, if you walked up to Wonder Bakery, you wouldn't even think that they were open from the way the outside looks, because there's really no sign. All the glass is kind of painted over, but there is an open door. You peek in the open door, then you see the bakery. That's where you go in. There's no signage really, and each one of these buns today was $1.80, and you can't find them. They're hard to find, and not a lot of places make them. And again, like I said, Oakland Chinatown is one of the few places that you can get them, and they're a really good quality. And then again, the chow mein noodles. They also had chow fun noodles, which are the really wide noodles for those that like that. And so these are some of the ways that I'm going to show you how to stretch your dollar. This 5-pound bag of noodles was $18. This is going to make approximately 5 to 6 meals, because each one of them we're going to measure out 1 pound of the mean. Right here, chow is fried. Mean, this is the mean, the noodles. And so we're going to measure out 1 pound each time. We're going to cook them properly, boil them in water for the proper preparation with a little bit of salt. Then we're going to drain them, and then we're going to fry them and season them, and then add in all the other vegetables, and you'll see how it's done. It's very easy, very quick to do, but it's amazing how a dish from my early days of a couple dollars has now grown to $14, $15 for that exact same dish. So the dollar continues to devaluate, and businesses are struggling in Oakland Chinatown, which brings up the topic. Oakland isn't doing enough to support businesses. I'm finding this firsthand while I'm setting up my new business here in the city of Oakland. I'm setting up aquaculture and urban vertical farming solution for all of the food deserts here in Oakland, and we're going to be setting up these locations, and we're hoping to do a soft open in next year about this time, and then the big opening towards the summer of 2025. So we're a long ways from opening up, but this is going to be an opportunity of a lifetime, and it's going to have long-term funding for housing for the city of Oakland. That's what this is all about, and why I've invested so much time, so much money, and we're doing this in a manner that is going to set the operating costs in concrete, because we're going to own the properties. We're going to own the properties. We're not going to lease the property. We're going to own the property. We're going to own the buildings. We're going to own all the equipment. That way we know what our fixed prices are going to be. And that's how we're going to be able to control prices into the future on your food in the urban farm, and also the aquaculture, which will be farming Pacific white shrimp, live Pacific white shrimp. And everything is legal. Everything is permitted and licensed. So that's what's taking the longest time, because there's a lot of different processes. involved, and there's a lot of fees involved, and a lot of setup time involved, and a lot of testing before we can actually go live. And all this time, we're not bringing any money in, but yet the city takes their time with our permits. They take their time with inspections, and so that disrupts the schedule and the timelines that we're trying to maintain. But I hopefully have added in enough cushioning so that we can absorb any incidentals that might pop up. But the city of Oakland does not support the businesses here. They talk a good story, but they do very little in support of the businesses. My business, even though we have nothing, I mean, we literally have nothing in our warehouse. We've been attacked 3 times already. In fact, we had the police show up because we were firing our guns at the perpetrators of the break-in, and then they were shooting back. And so we literally had a shootout. And I don't think they're going to be back. I know our next door neighbor, the property that I've been looking at, but also that's been on the market for a couple years now, and they're asking a ridiculous price for this. The realtor wants $1.25 million for that little teeny tiny building, which is barely 4,000 square feet. So it's too small for much other than a tiny office. And the yard is in terrible shape. The area has a lot of shootings and has a lot of gangs. So the expectation of receiving $1.25 million for a property that's not even 8,000 square feet total is crazy. I made an offer which was substantially lower and more in line with what the market price should be. But we'll see what happens. But they ended up having to call R&S door to repair their gate and also the building door, because that building's been wide open for almost a week. And people have been going in and out of there. The homeless thieves and criminals been going in and out of there. And some of them have tried to climb over the fence into our yard, and that's where we had to take action. And they were armed, so we shot at them, and they shot back. And police showed up, so we all know who the players are. But again, East Oakland, the Oakland Police Department is not doing their job once again. We had last week 2 very prolific car thieves released from prison. They've been in prison for a year, and we've been expecting them because we know that they were held for a year, and they showed up last week. And since that time, back on 77th Avenue, I've been showing you the pictures. Now they're even getting crazier. They're just stripping the cars right there in the street. I showed you a picture where they took the engine out of a Hyundai. They took the engine complete 8 feet away from the car, drained all the motor oil on the street, which is now going to run into our bay waters because as the rain washes the street, all of that's going to go in the storm drains, and the storm drains go literally right there into the bay on the other side of the Coliseum. And so this is why we need to have the police do their jobs. They're not doing their jobs. Crime has been really bad here. This is going on 2 weeks now that we've had to endure these attacks by criminals. And now they know that there's more than one. There's several of us here that are armed, and we shoot. And we actually do have bullets and everything in our weapons. So Oakland Police, you need to do your job. Somebody's going to get seriously hurt or killed if you don't get on the ball. And we're spending a lot of money doing this setup and trying to acquire the properties here in Oakland. And if Oakland doesn't start supporting the businesses like mine and like those that are already struggling, there isn't going to be an Oakland. There isn't going to be an Oakland. Thanks for joining me. We'll be right back.